99% of us were never going to get the chance to fly in a Lancaster, and this really is the next best thing.
Immersive Histories Dambusters is a experience which allows audiences to join the crew of the first aircraft to attack the Merna Dam in the Dambusters, Operation Chastise.
Until you take off the helmet, you're there and that's it.
It's one thing to learn about it, it's one thing to talk about it, it's a whole different thing to experience it.
All Seeing Eye was founded about 2.5 years ago, so we're quite a small company. We look for a way to leverage new technology, virtual reality, mixed reality, and we kind of find a way that they can be used to tell kind of interesting and new stories.
You can treat this as an experience and start to learn about what these men went through. It's going to enhance your knowledge in a very emotional way.
The inspiration for the project essentially comes from the notion of do not touch signs in museums. We wanted to make a project where people were encouraged to touch and explore and understand what it might have been like to be in a World War II bomber warplane.
The experience is totally immersive.
Oh my God, it was fabulous.
I'm related to Arthur Buck, who was a rear gunner in the Dambusters raid. So be able to come here and be able to get even a little bit of a feel for what he might have experienced is very special.
Such an amazing, incredible story that doesn't require any embellishment or anything, because it sounds so crazy that you can't quite believe it's true.
I think that the equipment that you're wearing really adds to the experience.
Both the audience members are wearing an HTC Vive Pro headset, and on the front of the headset there's the Leap Motion device, which is used for hand tracking, and each of the audience is also wearing a haptic vest, and then underneath the physical set itself there's a series of speakers which allow you to feel the rumble in your feet also.
Even though they have all of this kit on, after a couple of minutes it all disappears and it feels as if you're actually there.
It's kind of magic when you see them kind of believe that they're in a Lancaster above the Merna Dam in 1943.
That was so lifelike. It was, oh, you were there.
We approached RAF Museum because it felt like a kind of spiritual home for the project. They were straight away super excited about the idea and really happy to wanting to be a part of it.
The Dambusters virtual reality experience is a very different way of telling the story, and we're hoping to introduce it to a new generation.
The whole project was an exploration into making the world of the physical come together with the world of the digital and the VR headset. And there's been some quite significant challenges along the way to make sure that the digital and the physical kind of mesh together perfectly.
And we wanted it to be as authentic as we can and as close to the reality as we can. I don't think we could have done this without Robert Owens, the official 617 Squadron historian.
Robert was able to run through our experience and say, this is all fantastic, but you've got that bit wrong, that bit wrong, that bit wrong, and that bit wrong. And he was able to kind of help us edit and tweak and put things in the right direction to make it more historically accurate.
In terms of replicating the interior of a Lancaster, it's all there visually, so you can actually see everything that they would have seen. This is a serious investigation into how new technology can be used to interpret history and communicate it to a new generation.
Being a part of CreativeXR has been fantastic. Without Digital Catapult and Arts Council England's involvement, the project just wouldn't have happened. They've been kind of absolutely instrumental in helping to grow the immersive sector, which is what we're all trying to do. They've kind of given us fantastic facilities and workshops, and I guess most importantly the network of people they're able to introduce us to. Being part of the initial 20 and the chance to kind of develop a prototype and try out an idea that we didn't really know if it was going to work properly was fantastic. And then it was even better to have the funding to take the project forwards to make it a real thing. We're making the idea that we want to make rather than making something that a client is asking us to make, and that doesn't really happen very much, if ever, in the commercial sector.